Good morning, everybody. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. I didn't. I had a dreadful weekend. And it's not much better today. My aircon is packed in. It's been hotter in my room than outside of my room. So I've got all the windows open, the fan full on me. I've got my fluff on my microphone to try and calm down the fan. It's very hot here at the moment, and it's not a time to not have air conditioning. So I've got all the windows open, the fan roaring at me, got my hair up because it was difficult enough to dry it today. It took a long time to even get it dry because I was just pouring with sweat and it was getting wetter. So I'm going to try and persevere. Hopefully the aircon people are going to arrive. Hopefully not in this live. They'll arrive just after it because I don't know how I'm going to work in these conditions. Hey Maria. But my weekend, holy crap, I had a terrible weekend. Friday, I had a bit of a cold on Friday, if you remember. I just stayed in. I worked and then I stayed in and I thought, just recovery, you know, I'm just going to recover. Take it really easy and recover from this cold. And I made myself a nice salmon fillet dinner with air-fried potatoes and ate that and went to bed early. 2 o'clock in the morning I woke up with stomach pain and I was back and forth to the toilet and then really bad stomach pain, stomach cramps, back and forth to the toilet, and then I started passing out unconscious. The first time I was in the bathroom, woke up on the floor with my head really hurting. I've got a big lump here on my head. I'd landed on my head, fallen off the toilet, landed on my head. And then I woke up on the floor like, oh God, what's happening to me? Sorted myself out, showered myself off, got myself back to bed, but the stomach cramps and vomiting and everything continued. And I got up from my bed because I was about to vomit. Sorry if this is horrible information, but as I was making my way to the bathroom quickly, that's the last thing I knew. Next moment, I know I've woken up on the floor again, my ribs really hurting. By the side of this table here, the shells and the stuff from the top of the table were everywhere around me. I'd passed out unconscious again. So my blood pressure was really low. It was so scary. And it was just those 2 times anyway. By about 6 a.m, it had stopped. Didn't manage to get back to sleep, but I just lay in bed all day. I felt truly beaten up and I still feel that way, like my ribs are still hurting. These floors are hard to go down unconscious on. So Saturday was just a day of recovery completely, and yesterday too. I still didn't feel right yesterday. I had a dreadful weekend. I can't believe it was like this morning, and especially getting up this morning, and I had 3 hours sleep last night because it never cooled down in here last night. It was 31 degrees in here when I was trying to go to bed, and I'm like, I can't sleep in 31 degrees. I had the fans on me, I had a cold shower, still I couldn't sleep. And then this morning I'm like, now working in these conditions after a weekend like that, what the hell's going on? Life is usually better than this for me. Anyway, let's do some mini reads. We'll start off with some mini reads, do some twin flame stuff as well. Might not be on too long because I want to get this working day over with. So, yeah, let's do the mini reads. Yeah, not been well at all. Hey, just me and the moon. It was scary, and I keep on having flashbacks to it because I was completely lucid, like feeling dreadful, but completely lucid. And I remember like the dash. I remember kind of heaving in the dash. And then nothing. And then the waking up on the floor, and like, I must have only been out, I think, for a couple of seconds, but who knows? They're by myself, so who knows? And just thinking about that, like, falling unconscious at any moment is scary. Anyway, I'm seeing a doctor next week about my blood pressure. It's obviously not high anymore. To be able to pass out like that is low when you pass out like that, very low, so low that your blood's not getting to your brain. So, yikes. Anyway, we've got some mini reads in, so let's do them. First up, we have Angela. Angela, thank you for booking in. Angela's asking, will my Pisces crush want an official relationship with me in the near future? Will Angela's Pisces crush want an official relationship with her in the near future? No, not in the near future. You see, I picked out that word in there when you put like a timing in the question. Then you're going to get a specific answer for that timing. Let's find out why. Cleanse and physical action. Someone's not taking action. Why not? Warmth and guidance. Okay. Let me just ask the question again, but differently. Will Angela's Pisces crush want an official relationship with her? No. Okay, so it's a definite no. Cleanse and physical action, warmth and guidance. This is not for you to take action on, Angela. And when someone isn't taking action towards you, that's a clear decision on their part. We don't want to just respond to what people do. We always also want to respond to what they don't do. And try not to give people the benefit of the doubt in that way. People show us how invested they are in us, right? And what they want to offer. And it's not based on what we're deserving at all. And might not even be based on their feelings either. It's how they want to proceed forward. And so it could be based on any number of reasons of things that are going on in their lives. So don't take it personally, but that lack of physical action that they're doing says a lot. It says a lot. Now, warmth and guidance, this is for you, Angela. You deserve someone who's more open-hearted, someone that's really going to treat you well, like right from the outset. The warmth card is open-heartedness. It's someone that's very generous of the heart. That is the kind of person that's right for you. And with the guidance card, it suggests that you've already had this guidance before to go for it's not even gentler, it's someone that's got a more generous heart. And this might be suggesting that you tend to be attracted to those that aren't, those that are a bit colder. Now that might be something to do with what you've been used to. Go for someone warmer. So if you take a look at your Pisces, and Pisces tend to be warm. I don't know, sometimes if they haven't got to know themselves and done the inner work on themselves, they can get a bit cold, Pisces. But yeah, ask yourself, is your Pisces, have they got that coldness about them? And ask yourself what attracts you to that kind of a thing. So I hope that helps you out, Angela. Hello, Adva. First time, welcome. You can book in for one of the mini reads if you want one. There, I'm doing them right now. That's how to book in. Hey, Radhika. Lena from Fiji. Hello, Fiji. Will Mon Wasai be my life partner? Not talking to you for 2 months now. Well, that's not looking good, is it? Will Mon Wasai be Radhika's life partner? No. Yeah, not talking to you. That's not a good sign, right? Let's get some guidance for you. Lena, Radhika Lena. Oh, ooh. This is calling you out. Okay, who am I in grace? Radhika, this is saying, know who you are. Queen, put your crown back on. Know who you are and what you deserve. Grace, you're in the flow. You're a person that flows. You go with it. You trust your intuition. You're of a high vibration and you go with the flow. So what's all of this? Questioning yourself and letting someone treat you like that. Not that you can change how they treat you, but giving them the time of day. Anyone that treats you like that, giving them the time of day, don't do it. You're grace. You deserve someone that's graceful. Big mosquitoes in here. Graceful, someone that's in the flow, in abundance, someone that flows with their life, someone in tune with themselves, like you are. So, you're being asked to, that very thing, that flowing energy, because I'm getting really good vibes off you, that flowing energy, write it down, get really clear on who you are, because you deserve someone that's just like that too, and they are out there. They are out there. So, put your crown back on your head, realize who you are, and realize that you deserve way, way better than that. Universe is holding that one away from you with that no contact. There you go. Next up we have Sandy. Sandy, thanks for booking in. Sandy asks, do you see Dan and I getting together for a happily ever after life? Dan and Sandy. No, oh no, it's 3 no's in a row. Brutal, universe, you're being brutal today. What's up with that then, Sandy? This moment, find a new approach. So be in the moment, take people as they are in the moment. Even if somebody started out with us in a very positive light. So you start dating someone, it's kind of a positive experience, you're like, they're being loving towards you, gives you hope kind of thing. And then they stop being like that. Believe them in that moment. Don't hold out for them to be how they were at the start. That means that they've withdrawn their efforts and all of that. So believe them in the moment. Think of yourself as well. When you've started dating people or seeing people and you go on one day and it's all fun and everything, but then you realize, you think, no, they're not really for me. And you don't answer their texts back and stuff like that. You withdraw your energy. When someone withdraws their energy like that, you've got to believe them. You've got to be more in the moment and then find a new approach. So that could be finding a new approach to being in the moment. It's more about saying, okay, this one isn't investing, next. Let's meet someone else, next. It's stopping yourself from over-investing because somebody in the past showed some interest or showed you some loving or stuff like that. You don't cling to that stuff in the past, right? My fingers are really dry, but I can't put any moisturizer on today because I'm already moisturized, sweaty. Friend and travel. Sandy, get out there and travel. Get to meet new people. Go with a friend and go and have some fun and meet a lot of people and get into that in the moment, next kind of thing. If you take it lightly and just take all the love as it comes kind of thing, and then pursue what would be exactly right for you, and then keep on searching for what would be exactly right for you, and try not to cling and hold on to past stuff. There's an abundance of love out there. And we cut ourselves off from that when we cling to the past, like some time that someone gave us some love. And this is how we end up hooked on like narcissists and stuff that will love bomb us at first. And I'm not suggesting that that's what you've got here. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like Dan started it out and was showing more attention than he is now. We have those realizations for all kinds of reasons. That we don't want to invest anymore. And it's not down to you. It's not down to you at all. It's just someone else's selection process, is all it is. So there you go, 3 no's. If anyone else wants one, book yourself in, and let's get into the twin flame stuff now. So, twin flames. Twin flames, what's going on? Let's do divine masculine first. Divine Masculines, what's going on with Divine Masculines? Well, I've had nothing going on because I haven't left my room since last Psychic Cafe. I've literally been sick the whole time. It's crazy. I haven't left my room. My bike is still outside from Thursday when I came back from training in the morning and felt like I had a cold. I usually lift my bike up and put it on this balcony here. I wasn't up to doing that, and it's still out on the ground down there. It's a sure sign that there's something wrong with me if I don't sort stuff out like that. Divine Masculine, Seven of Pentacles, wants to invest in something or is investing in something already. We've got a I'm ready for something new kind of a feeling. They might be getting into a new job. It's like new life, new job, new, or things like that, in investment mode kind of thing. You know, when somebody is excited about a change in life and they want to make a better life for themselves and all of that, it's that kind of an energy. And the Queen of Wands, very attracted to the Divine Feminine. Also wanting a Queen of Wands, so someone who is outgoing, attractive, that gets stuff done, that is a go-getter too, because they're in an action phase at the moment. Does it sound okay with the fluff on? I did a little bit of a test before I started just to make sure that the fan wasn't too disruptive to it. And the Ace of Swords, this is Divine Masculine energy again, where they are having great ideas. They've got very upbeat energy. It's Divine Masculine I'm tapping into. What about Divine Feminine? Thank you, Adva. I'll do that shortly for you. Divine Feminine. What about Divine Feminines? What's going on for Divine Feminines? Oh, nice. King of Wands. She's wanting the King of Wands energy. That's a good match. So she's wanting an action taker too. That's the feminine version of the King of Wands. So it's like, she feels like she's having to be the King of Wands rather than the Queen of Wands. He wants the Queen of Wands. But she's feeling like she's being the King of Wands at the moment. So she's the one that's a go-getter, getting stuff done, but having to be in the masculine energy. King of Pentacles. She's looking for the King of Pentacle energy. Okay. So she wants someone that's like stable, husband material kind of thing, a leader. But yeah, looking for stability. So perhaps she's been experiencing a lack of stability in the masculine. The Three of Cups. Energy of wanting to get out there, have a good time. I want to get out of the house. I want to do something different. I feel like I've just been like stuck in. I couldn't. All weekend I couldn't do anything because I was so lightheaded. I was really afraid. I was like walking around even though I didn't need to. I was walking around holding on to stuff as I was going because I was so afraid of like waking up on the floor again, even more bruised and hurt. But I feel better. Like I feel like I could leave the house. There's no way I could have walked to the shop yesterday or even gone on my bike. I wouldn't have felt safe to. Crazy. Anyway, Three of Clubs, wanting to get out there, wanting to have a good time. So wanting like good times, better times, more social kind of stuff, more interaction, more people. Perhaps after being in hermit kind of a mode, wanting to be out and about more. Okay, Adva, let's do your mini read. Thanks for booking in, Adva. Adva asks, when will I find a good man, stable, long relationship? or relationship, as you put it, in the US or somewhere else, like Israel. Hard time getting over someone who claims to love but was not good to me. Yep, I've been out with one of those, more than one of those, in fact. It's all right, I'm getting through it. Hoping for a partner, family, trying to change my energy. I was working on it, getting back to it ASAP. Good for you. Okay, yeah, those ones, you know, those ones that say, I had a guy who was just, he was dreadful, so selfish, wouldn't do a thing for me. And when I kind of pointed it out, and I'm like, it was obvious that he didn't love me, and he said, I love you just fine. I'm like, what do you think love is? Like the way that I'm making you feel. That's you loving me just fine. That's not you loving me, that's you being loved by me. That's like you feeling good because of the way that I'm loving you. The way that you're loving me isn't making me feel good. You don't know how to love, how to give it. Bizarre. So, let's get some guidance for you. When is always a tricky one. So let's get some guidance for you. Okay, meditate this moment. There's something in here for you. Communicating what's under that. Interesting. Okay, let me just answer the question here, US or somewhere else. US. Yes, US. Now, why Israel? There's something about communication here. And it's asking you, so what this reading is saying is that you've got something going on inside of your energy that is keeping relationships, the right relationships from you. Now, there's something about you getting together with people where the communication isn't good and you're doing it for a reason. So you'll be shying away from people. And the reason I wanted to ask about the Israel thing is it could be a language thing. I know when I haven't wanted to get into complicated or into anything deep, I'm more likely to go for a relationship with someone that doesn't speak the same language as me. Because they're not the ones that I can have a deep relationship with. I need to be able to talk to them on a deep level. The ones that I'm having long-term relationships with. And it's only kind of recently that I've realized this. It's like, well, yeah, I wasn't really going to have a deep relationship with that person when I can't speak the same language. Now, it might not be that for you. I don't know if you speak Israeli. Probably do, but Hebrew, I guess it would be called, hey? There's still something in this. What's under that is asking what is under that, or it might be just being attracted to people that can't communicate on the same level. You speak it. I thought you might. So meditate this moment. It's asking you to meditate on it. Something about communication. Can I get deeper on that, please? Okay. About communication and expression of love. Here it is. How people communicate their love. What's your love language? Do you know that? If you don't know that, find it out. Do one of the, there must be online quizzes to find out what your love language is. Some of us need words of affirmation that make us feel loved. Some like gifts, some service. We like people. We feel loved when people are doing things for us, taking care of us, all that kind of thing. Perhaps your love language, hugs, words, and gifts. Okay, words. It's something about words. So you're attracted to those, or it means a lot to you if someone tells you that they love you, right? And perhaps you're making it mean too much, because people can say that and it might not mean exactly the same thing as it means to you. So the expansion means you're taking it as too much. when you've got to stop treating people as if they're you, because we can imagine that we're someone else, right? And that way that they're loving us, or what they say to us, or what they do. And we can think, if I were to do that for someone else, this is how I would feel about them to make me want to do that. And so they must feel that same way about me. And it's like, no, that's not true. People do things for all kinds of reasons. And sometimes it's just to get what it is that they want. And you've been too generous to people to have them to think that they're just like you and they've got the same motivations in their love languages, if that makes sense. So you've got a lot of love languages there, and that means you're a very loving person, and you're presuming that everyone else is a very loving person, and they're just not. There's some out there that are, but there's many out there that are not. And you've got to remember that way more women have done work on themselves than men. It's just like the way that we are, because we talk to each other, because we do the work. There's very few men that are doing the work. There's more now. There's more doing the work now. There's more realizing that it's really messed up not to be in tune with their emotions and to shut off from that and never deal with it. There's way more now that are doing it, but still a very small fraction. It's just they've been, encouraged not to do anything, not to do any of that, to ignore that it's not manly to do that kind of thing. So they've been held back because of that. So you've got to be really careful and not take them at face value and think that their motivations are exactly like yours. They're not. They're not. Even the best of them, they're not the same as the motivations as women. Even the best of them are not the same motivations as women. So perhaps try get to know them as they are. Like they're a different species, because they kind of are. There you go, interesting one. It's all about you. And when you figured that out, you're going to start choosing better. And there's not many to choose from, but at least you're not wasting your time and wasting your heart energy. There is hope. There is. You don't do anything to attract them. You just keep on being yourself, and you keep on meeting more and more and more people and getting to know them. It's a numbers game. It's like anything. It's like, how do I attract new customers for my readings? I don't. I just do what I do in front of more and more and more and more people. I just keep on making my videos and new people keep on coming. How did I attract you? I didn't really. I didn't. I just do my stuff and people watch me, and some people connect with that and then they'll get a reading from me. Yeah, and this is the trouble with people like you and me that love too hard like that, and then we get disappointed because people aren't like us, is that it disappoints us so much and we get so exhausted by it that we pull ourselves back, and then the numbers game is even worse for us. You can't believe in the law of attraction that much. It's really hindering to a lot of things, the law of attraction. It's really not good for us in a lot of ways, believing in that stuff. So, yeah, it's a numbers game. Try and love your life and be yourself and get out there and meet more and more people and move on quicker and try and see them as they are and get to know them as they are. So let's get some more cards out for Divine Masculine. Where's the Divines? The Divine Masculines, where are they at? Divine Masculines being the masculines that are doing the work, that are raising the game, that are looking for a deeper, healthy relationship. The ones that have made themselves whole. Where are they at right now? They're resting, recovering right now. Hey, Nicholas. A Virgo talking to a Taurus. No communication. Two of Swords. Divine Masculine that keeps on coming out for the Divine Masculine, like not sure of what to choose, but hoping for the best. I'm getting positive energy from the Divine Masculine again, but they're in resting state right now, not sure what to do, hoping for the best. Again, that Seven of Pentacles energy, wanting to invest, wanting to put the efforts in to the romance part of things. So focused on the romantic part of their lives at the moment, wanting to address the balance is what it feels like. I think a lot of the Divine Masculines have been focused on their careers and stuff like that. What about Divine Feminine? Divine Feminine, she's getting clued up. Aha's about herself, how to have a new start, how to do things differently for herself. Disappointed, yeah, disappointed with the things that she's got in front of her, the offers that she's had, experiences that she's had, waiting for that bright, shiny offer that she's learning that she's deserving, yeah, but she's figuring out what that would look like more and more, getting more and more tuned into that. Hey, Robin. High Priestess, very in tune with her intuition. Very connected with the divine right now. So the inner game is strong for the Divine Feminine, but that King of Wands suggests that she's good energies now, like in a material world as well. Going for what it is that she wants, taking a lot of action. And the Page of Pentacles, she's ready to start something. That's something tangible. Ready to start something like, what do I mean by tangible? It's like a feeling of like, I'm ready to start to date. I'm ready to date, or I'm ready to get to know more people. I'm ready to to change something in the material world, in the material life, something tangible. Could be ready to put herself out there more. But Paige is just at the start, so she's not ready to go all in on something. But ready to invest a little bit. In all of these, apart from this one, her eyes are closed. And in this one, her eyes are kind of looking away. So, in tune with herself, not particularly focused on anyone is what it feels like. Let's get more. By masculine. Six of Inspiration. Wants victory. Wants to be seen to be victorious. There's something here about perhaps family and friends. Could be some negative people around the Divine Masculine having criticized the Divine Masculine for the way that they've been in relationships. That's how sweaty, hot and sweaty it is in here. Queen of Materials. He's looking for somebody successful, someone that is stable. So that's interesting. King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles there. We've got matches on the table here. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. The Queens are on the masculine side. The Kings are on the feminine side. So they're both looking for the same thing. Ace of Inspiration. very upbeat kind of, I'm ready to start something, I'm excited to start something, feeling passionate. These energies always remind me of when my eldest son moved out to Australia when he was 18. When he came back, well, he decided, kind of as an adult at 18, to move out there, to be with me again, which is to move out there. And when he arrived, it's that energy is what this is. When he arrived, I went to pick him up at the airport, and he was just so excited and happy and enthusiastic to start a new life that I've never seen him like that. I've never seen him so upbeat, and he was so upbeat. And we stopped along the way at a beach to have a swim in the ocean, and I don't know what we picked up, some food or something, and he was just so upbeat and positive, and I'm ready for a new start kind of thing. That's the energy that I'm getting off this. Six of Inspiration and the Ace of Inspiration. It's someone that's very fired up to make a change in their life. You're welcome, Adva. Thank you. And, High Priestess and the Muse of Materials, King of Pentacles. This is him realizing he's got this stability in himself, but he wants that feminine energy, the more mysterious feminine energy. You know how I was saying last week about the Divine Masculine realizing they're actually missing. They didn't realize that they had valued so much the intuitive, nurturing feminine, the woman who would notice when something was up emotionally and then take care of them, the one that would just pick up on things like, you need to drink more water or something like that, you know, and they just know. Women just kind of know these things and can say the right thing. They hadn't realized that that was such a valuable thing in their life until they lost the woman that was doing that, and then for them, and then they realized they're missing out on that, and that they should have developed relationships with this kind of a woman. The intuitive, they're realizing that that is a feminine trait, that they don't have it. They've got this stability, but they're valuing that more now, so they're looking for that. It's interesting the way that's coming up. Something makes you feel odd about it, Nicholas. Odd? I'm hoping that it's not going to be super sunny today, because if the sun is out, it's super bright, which it kind of is. Once it starts pouring through that window, it's going to be a big problem. Divine Feminine, because it's going to heat up in here, and if I close the curtain, the breeze won't go through, so it's going to heat up no matter what. Hopefully the air conditioning engineers will arrive just as I'm finishing this. That would be perfect. So the Divine Feminine, she's holding her energy back from lovers. So she's not going for short-term passion, someone that's just choosing that. She's being more selective than that, looking for something deeper, waiting for someone to truly invest. So this doesn't mean like holding your energy back completely. This could mean going out on dates, but taking it really slowly. It's a very healthy thing to do, to take it slowly. Yeah, Nicholas, it's a very healthy thing to do, to take it slowly. There's fast connections. Red flags. People connect too fast. There's something going on there. It's not good. So, Feminine's holding her energy back from the lovers. The lovers is just, well, you know, it's the very light kind of a relationship. Not really a relationship. Someone that wants to be a lover. Someone says to you, I want to be a lover. It's Very low level relationship. She's learning, waking up to things, learning things. Who's noticing her and what they're noticing about her? She's learning how other people are perceiving her energy, the things that she does, and the way that she is. So learning perhaps what other people think of her, or why guys are attracted to her, and for what reasons. I don't know. Could be that. Tell me more about that. What that's about. The world. There's a change. So there's change in that. Now, so she's learning how she's perceived by others and how that is changing. What that means is she's changed her energy, or she's changed the way that she is responding. And because of the way that she's responding, she's realizing that changes people's perception of her. So the players are always going to play right. They are. They're always going to play, and they'll always try. And if you respond to them, then they'll play with you. If you don't respond to them, or if you laugh it off or whatever, but there's a different response to that, then they won't play. They'll kind of respect your space. They'll respect you, respect your stand or whatever. And it could be something like that, that realizing that you do something, your reaction to something changes their perception of you. No longer are you seemingly attracting that type of person. You're still attracting them, still going to be attracted. It's just dealing with them differently. And so it could be players, but it could be abusers, it could be narcissists, you know. It could be any kind of a person that you're reacting to differently now. So the Divine Feminine has been learning how to deal with those that she doesn't want, and probably in a very light way. It's probably what the Page of Pentacles is about as well, because it's very like small start, the Page of Pentacles. So ready for like a small start, not ready for a slow start perhaps. Let's get some more out. Does anyone else want a mini read? Just getting through this fast today. Book yourself in if you do want one, because we're finishing up shortly. Okay, Divine Masculine. What else for Divine Masculine? The Self. Energy radiating outward from the Self there. So Divine Masculines knowing themselves much more, wanting to not put themselves out there, that's the wrong way of putting it, but their energy, putting their energy out there. I said this last week, I was picking up on this energy too, that it's kind of like they're ready to be of service, they're ready to do something in the world, they're ready to put their energy out there and be known and be seen and all of that. This could be when the Divine Feminine gets attracted to the Masculine, because them putting their energy out there. They've got a new level of confidence and a new level of confidence and a new level of excitement and enthusiasm. about themselves and about what it is that they do. Some of them must have broken free of something really big lately. Must have had a big death rebirth kind of a thing going on in their life. Divine Masculine, the warrior. They're ready to fight for what it is that they want as well. So some of them could have a mission that they're on. Man on a mission. Mars energy. The boys' staff are making noises outside. Child labour. The parents work here. They don't go to school because they can't afford school. So they work here with them. And seed. Planting seeds. Starting things off. Some of them might be starting businesses. It's all very good energy. Very inspired. But they're planting new seeds in life. What about the Divine Feminine? Where's she at? The Destroyer. She's like Queen of Swords energy. Like, I'm ready to say no to everything that isn't right for me. I'm more ready to say no than I've ever been before. Also means that she's ready to say yes to what is right, but she's more clear about her no's, let's put it that way. But in a way, Queen of Swords energy is kind of expecting to say no. Chicken can just come and go as she pleases. And the Sustainer, holding the energy. She's the nurturer, nurturing herself, holding the energy. She's way stable now, way more stable in her energy. No longer on that roller coaster depending on who's coming toward her or who's saying yes to her or no to her or attracted to her or whatever. She's stable, consistent. People come along, she's like, nope. You know, like focused, you know what I mean? Focused on what it is that she wants. Someone comes along, she's like, nope, you're not it. No, you're not it. No, you're not it. And staying stable in that, and instead of how she was before, someone comes along, it's like, oh, you're not it. And then got to be by myself for a while, and then back to stable, and then, oh, no, you're not it. And then down again, you know? That roller coaster that used to be on. Staying, she's holding her energy now much better, which is what we were told like a couple of years ago. That's what the Divine Feminine needed to do. It needed to be more stable in her energy and hold that energy. My ribs really hurt. Trying to figure out how I fell. I think I must have hit the corner of the table with my ribs here. It's a good thing I'm strong, because that would have broken most people's ribs, I think. That's what happens, hey? That's why we need a lot of muscle as we get older, ladies. So that we're not so frail. So that kind of thing doesn't happen, get food poisoning, fall unconscious, and break our hip or ribs, or, you know, it slows us down and it's hard to get over. You get more muscle loss, so you don't get over it. And I know. It's crazy, Adver. I feel vulnerable. And then, like, after thinking about it this weekend, if I'd stayed unconscious, who would have found me? When would anyone have noticed? Scary. King. She's looking for a king. So she knows what she deserves now. She's looking for that king. The one with that energy. You'll know Divine Feminines when that one turns up. This is all very good energy. Both sides, very good energy. She's going to know when this energy comes in. Someone that's radiating this great energy, that's enthusiastic, that is focused on love relationships and wants to invest in that kind of thing. The Seven of Pentacles came out, don't forget, with this card too. So, ready to invest in love, ready to invest in romance, someone that's going to make an effort. But it's someone that is making an effort in other parts of their life, you know, all that stuff that I've said about How do you know if someone's going to commit? Well, they're already committing to things. They're a person that commits to themselves, commits to taking care of themselves, commits to their work, their business, their family, whatever it is, that they're committing to things in their life, committing to bettering themselves. People are either a commitment kind of person or they're not. And we can be kind of down in ourselves and not committing to much in our lives and not feel like, not feel this fired up energy that the Divine Masculine's in at the moment. But we can wake up to that. Something can wake us up to that, and then we can get fired up again and start committing to things. You hadn't heard what happened. I got food poisoning I got food poisoning on Friday night. It was a salmon fillet that I cooked for myself. I've got another one in the freezer, but I'm going to throw it out. I don't eat it. In fact, I put it on Facebook, what happened to me. And one of my friends on the island also buys his salmon fillets from that shop, and he's thrown his out as well. It's just not worth it. But yeah, really bad food poisoning, and I fell unconscious twice. Woke up on the floor. So I smashed my head, falling off the toilet the first time. I landed on my head there. It was painful. I still got a lump. Second time was when I was going to the bathroom and I fell here. I woke up on the floor by this table. I think I must have hit my ribs on the corner of the table, not this corner, but the corner that's over there. The shells and everything from that table had gone flying. My left knee and my ribs. You fall hard when you're unconscious. There's no putting your hands out to save you. There's just nothing there. I was probably only out for a couple of seconds or something, but I don't know. I have no idea. I was cold, but then I was cold laying in bed anyway. You know, when you're really sick with food poisoning, I was shivering in bed. And it's not cold here. In fact, it's 28 degrees in this room right now. The fan right on me. Chicken on the table. So, yes, spent the whole weekend recovering from that. But the good thing is, I've obviously got low blood pressure now. Not that very low blood pressure like that is a good thing, but yeah, scary. And I found it hard to get to sleep. Well, last night I found it hard to get to sleep because the aircon isn't working, and so it's red hot in here. But I can't stop thinking about it and like kind of replaying it, because I was completely lucid, in a lot of pain, yeah, feeling dreadful, but completely lucid. Fraction of a second before the unconscious, and then when I woke up after it, just like that complete blank. And it made me think, like, if that's what dying is like, that would be quite a good death, of just unconscious. And then you don't wake up on the floor afterwards. Because I was thinking to myself, that could be what death is like, you know? It could be, for some. It's wild. Anyway, so that's what I've got. It's looking very promising for Divine Masculines, Divine Feminines. At the moment with these energies, it looks like they're looking for the right things now. For sure. So that's what I've got for you all. So any of the mini reads now booked will go into Wednesday's show. I won't be here on Friday because I'm going for dental work. I've got more dental surgery on Thursday and can't be back. Oh, there's a butterfly coming in. Oh no, it's decided not to. Yeah, and I won't be back. And so that's a whole load more surgery and antibiotics. I haven't had antibiotics for 3 months, and it wrecks my fitness every time it happens. It wrecks my fitness. I only know that it wrecks my fitness because of this, really, but it really does make a massive difference, and it takes me months to get over it. So I'm not looking forward to that, but it'll be good to get it finished. So there we go. Check out my YouTube channel later. Oh yeah, don't forget to click like on this video before you click off, and check out my YouTube channel later, because today I'm going to be making a full love tarot spread, pick a card read as well, and that'll be out later today. So there you go. Come back again in 2 days' time. Let's do it all over again. And thanks everyone for coming along. Have a good one. I'll see you in 2 days' time.